here. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all of you. Shawtee. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It really helps me a lot. Don't forget to check out my website, paradoxastrology.com. Book your consultation today. I can help you with anything. And if you would like more exclusive occult videos that I don't post on YouTube, consider subscribing to my Patreon. It also helps to support this channel. Okay, let's get into this video about the transit of Rahu into Shawtee Nakshatra. And this is going to change a lot of things. Now, Shawtee, as they say, is a translation into 100 physicians, 100 medicines, or possessing 100 healers, or 100 stars. So it's the stars when you look up at night. It's also the lights that a performer sees when they're on stage, the 100 lights. It's also the lights that you see when you're at the doctor's office, say you're laying on the bed. I don't trust doctors. I cure myself, but I mean, if you were to go to a doctor and you laid on the bed and you looked up and it's all lights. So this is what it represents. In Aquarius, the goal is to become immortal, like a legend in your field, in any of these fields. And it's also the soma. The soma, that is a liquid that's secreted from the pineal gland. And this brings enlightenment, but also reverses aging. It gives this ability because it is represented by the void of creation. So the power that comes from this nakshatra is through the circle, the empty circle, but that can represent the zodiac, the circle of the zodiac. That could be a mandala, the circle when you do rituals and you evoke an entity and you have a protective circle for yourself. It protects oneself from danger, but it also protects by concealing facts, having secrets, how we conceal this information using technology and technology itself. This involves bodies of water, preservation of them, but also Rahu can cause spills in the water, toxic spills. Governments using AI to conceal information, or us trying to conceal our information from AI. Also, information that has to do with human trafficking, as secret information gives them power. The media is going to be trying to conceal facts at the highest level. And who's behind the dark agendas, especially as Saturn is in Purva Bhadrapada in Chil, January 19th, I believe, of next year. People may start getting very suspicious of each other and want to kind of be on guard or be more alone and reclusive. And that could be because of information leaks as well, or from AI that's not respecting boundaries or knowing too much. But this can also be digital IDs. Something is coming. Addictions can be on the rise, psychological and mental issues, but people will emerge wanting the truth, and they will get the truth. And it'll also help people who are enterprising. It'll also be a rise more philosophy, a rise of astrology, and it has this power to heal on 3 levels of the world. This could be of the earth, the heavens, and the underworld. And so that means that there is a healing that's happening within the world, and that is very important. But this healing can also be hijacked as an agenda, because this power can be used to enlighten. There'd be a lot of people gaining this type of enlightenment, but there's also, it's going to be used by the media in order to dumb down the masses. New ways of electronic communication and inventions that keep your information concealed. This will include these types of professions, people who work with electricity, and all these professions can actually see heights of these professions, but also some can get replaced by AI. It just really depends on your individual chart. But anything to do with electricity and technology will be heightened because there's going to be new inventions. Anything that uses electricity, X-rays, unfortunately, cancer will be on the rise. But they're going to come out with new ways of curing cancer, but it's not really a cure. You can cure yourself. There's a book called The Cure for All Diseases. Go look that up if you have any problems. There's going to be a rise of things that have to do with space, but there can be a false alien invasion that is created. And you can see that being ramped up with all the drones that you're seeing in the sky. People want to go do martial arts again, even more popular than it already is. People will want to get into more professions dealing with space and the film industry as well. There'll be a lot more movie stars, TV stars will be on the rise again, but this could be influencers. But the pharmaceutical industry will see record profits. So will physicians and surgeons. People will want a lot of surgery. Pornography will be on the rise. Gas, things doing with gas, but that could be gas prices as well. Things dealing with biking and motorsports, the automobile industry, professions dealing with the sea, detectives, people who can solve things. Yoga and meditation gurus will be on the rise, can see heights. And then, like I said, also like astrology, dealing with that. Gas cars may be making a comeback, but there can be a change too with electrical vehicles because this is both electrical and petroleum. AI being used in the medical industry, or lies about health matters that are propagated throughout the media. And I think that there's going to be some health issues, and we'll talk about that throughout 2026. And that could also hamper traveling, mostly in the middle and the end of 2026. There could also be a lot of power outages. So it's going to go into 4 padas, and I'll explain what's going to happen with each pada. So it will start November 22nd and end on August 1st, 2026, when it goes into the Nishta Nakshatra. So from November 22nd until January 24th, 2026, it will be in the 4th pada because it's going backwards. And goes into Pisces Navamsha, which is all about creativity, ending, spirituality, isolation, space, and loss, dealing with themes like that. And the negative karma that comes in this pada is there's a loss of wealth due to cheating because this person lost the trust of others due to business and failed trade. So this will be what sounds like Trump. The misuse of resources and lying, borrowing money and not paying it back, and getting a loan for something that wasn't what the loan was for, but you used it for fun instead, rather than what you asked for the loan for. So if you're going to take out a loan at that time, make sure you're going to use it for what you're supposed to use it for, or else you'll be outed. And don't misuse any resources. You'll be outed and you'll lose your business. So whatever you say to people, mean what you say so you don't break their trust. And then from January 24th until March 28th, 2026, it goes into the 3rd pada, into Aquarius Navamsha. And this is where it's Vargotama, so it's very strong. So it will be very strong on the following karmas. The negative karmas that can come is diseases to the body. So this is where I think that we're going to start seeing some diseases. You can bring diseases to the body, gambling and addictions and prostitution happen here because excessive desires and lusts get amplified here. Crime goes up as people will do anything to try to achieve their selfish desires through shortcuts, and Rahu will only amplify this. And then on March 28th until May 30th, then it goes into the 2nd pada, Capricorn Navamsha. And so now we're dealing with authority figures, government, entrepreneurs, climbing the ladder in business. And this is ambition. But here, the negative karma is the killing of birds and diseases on the body. So we are already seeing this bird flu, they're calling it now, and then they're killing birds. They just killed ostriches in Canada that were perfectly healthy. And this is what I'm talking about because Saturn right now is in the pada where birds get killed. And this will be amplifying all next year as well. So that's why I can see this being kind of like a bird flu or one that has to do with deer. And so killing a bird's disease on the body. So this can be something that they say, oh, all of a sudden it's passed to humans, but this is all an agenda, so you know. I'm not going to just pretend like this is an illusion to try to get more subscribers. I really don't care about that. So hoarding items out of greed and hoarding onto resources which were obtained through wrongful action and holding onto them to the detriment of others and harming the masses by the leader. So we're going to have some intense activity here. Illegal actions for desires and not ever feeling like you have enough. There's a sense of lack here, and people's basic needs are not being met by the government at this point, and the killings of birds and deer. So this is very intense. Something is happening. And then on May 30th until August 1st, we have it going into the first pada into Sagittarius Navamsha. It brings up themes of higher learning, education, foreign travel, nations, and justice. The karma that comes here is storms with large amount of rain that kill livestock and people. So Jupiter will be very close to Ardhara Nakshatra, like within minutes as well at the same time. And I know it's not an Ardhara Nakshatra, but there are no lines in the sky. So if it's that close, and then I have other indications as well that once it goes into Cancer, around March until August, there's going to be a lot of storms and record number storms next year. This is also desires can get fulfilled of wealth, and can also knowledge-wise, if you have desires of knowledge, this can get fulfilled at this time. So that's a good thing. But you have to remember that responsibilities cannot be taken care of, which can lead to animals being killed. And I think this is what's happening here. There's something with diseases in animals. And then also the malnourishment of animals, for example, from being too preoccupied with wealth. So someone is not feeding animals. And this can be due to technology or foreign workers, and not being given foreign workers also not being given shelter or food. There's things happening here, and it could be due to weather, but it could be due to the neglect of the leaders. So there's some kind of big event that happens at this time. So I'll update you guys more as we get closer to the dates. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one.